seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces, for my day. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. We send a man in motion. Young working from the gun. His first throw is an interception. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back to the well again. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll run here with Blake Corum. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Easy. Right.
Here's 2nd and 14. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he takes this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans parlay the turnover into a lead. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Extend. Right.
Trying again following the sack. Complete to Coleman. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here we go. Good.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Right.
Fields out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defense.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Space to the left. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Mini base. Widen up. Sit high.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he's got it! Had to lay out for it, but touchdown! The Steelers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Caught by Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, ball at the 36. They give it to him again. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Out of the gun, Young. This finds Carter complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 19
Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, he got it! Interception! Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Right.
Running the counter, Corum. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Right.
Play action, Fields. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw for Fields. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Fields to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Sit high.
Another throw for Fields. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Go.
Here we go. Second and very long. This ball's caught by Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Don't jump. Ready?
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Medic. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, puts him. That's grabbed inside the 30. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get some late points and the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No muss. Sit.
Fields throwing here. Working the sideline, that's Coleman. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 down?
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands.
Hey, Chad. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Right.
Fields looking to throw. Completed here to Pickens. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. We're good. Right.
Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, son.
From the 36. Flush down now to his left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Completes this one to... Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out! A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Fields on 1st down. On the move, headed right. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Go.
Looking to throw Fields. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of my son's baseball coach right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. Is that right?
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. They'll give to Corum on the option. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
That throw finds Pickens. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Fields out of the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Corum straight ahead. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. That one ends up a gain of 6. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18, run. 18, run.
Out of the gun, Young. This finds Carter complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Motioning left is their running back. From the 47. Caught by Freiermuth. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one. But unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard is going to end up ugly.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Here we go.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Right.
They'll stick with Corum. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Right.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On the handoff, it's Corum. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, son.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Sit high.
Here's Fields to throw. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. George Pickens. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. This one is up and good. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
65 down. Come on, set.
Now it's Young. Catch made by Carter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Man in motion here.
19 tight.
From the 38. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So that brings up
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score.
first down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And they bring him down around the 34. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Let's go.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Hold the set. Run out wide. Run out wide. Take go.
Running this one left. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Young throwing here. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Corum. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Right.
Corum again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They'll turn to Corum on 3rd down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Right.
From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Here we go, son.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Right.
Give to Corum from the gun. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Right.
A give to Corum. Big gap up the middle. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers moments away from win number 12. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Is it all right?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Go.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Don't jump. Ready?
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
All right.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.